That's looking at in towards Plymouth City Centre. Now we're turning around. This is looking across the Hoe towards, in the distance, you can see the River Tamar. Carry on, and then over there you've got Mount Edgecombe, which says a stately home that you can go and visit, and you can walk from there through to King Sand and Cool Sand, etc. Over here we now have Drake's Island, you can see. If you look slowly out, you can see the breakwater with what is it, Eddystone Lighthouse in the distance. Carry on around. There's Buffer Sand. Here you have Smeaton's Tower. Over there is the entrance to the Barbican. And then this big grey building in front of us is the Citadel, which was built just after the English Civil War, 1660. In fact, under Charles II, basically to make sure that in future Plymouth stayed ruralist, because during the English Civil War it was not, it was on the other side. So after the Restoration he decided to make sure it didn't happen again. Over there is various war memorials. The obelisk you can see in the distance was for the Boer War, for the Brits that fought there. And here is, believe it or not, the Plymouth Eye. Beside it is a massive war memorial, which you can see way out to sea, which is for the First and Second World War, for all the sailors, merchant navy, auxiliaries that died in the Second World War and the First World War. The big building there is the Holy Inn, and that is a monument to Sir Francis Drake, who was up here, just where those trees are, coming up there, and he was playing balls when the signal was given that the Spanish Armada was coming. So he said, we've got plenty of time, we'll finish our game first, then we'll go out and fight the Spanish. And that was in 1588. And here we are, back all the way around. And these are, there is a hotel, or a few hotels there, but it's also a lot of private houses. It must be lovely having a house with this view every day. Anyway, that's all for now. We shall stop now and go down towards the Barbican. Right, this is in fact a memorial to the 300th anniversary. It was put up in 1888 to the people that fought against the Spanish Armada. So it's got various plaques on it, and it says he blew with his winds and they were scattered, because the Spanish fleet basically got scattered by storm weather, and because they got broken up, then the British could pick them off. Very nasty thing to do, I know, but hey ho. Okay, what's that? There we are again, that's Drake's Island. And we'll just show you down at the moment, obviously it's empty, but there's the Art Deco swimming pool, which was built in the 1920s, which is still in use, not this time of year. It's too cold. Showing you Plymouth Sound. And as you can see around here is the entrance to the Barbican, which is the fishing port and the old port of Plymouth. The jetty, etc., you can see out there, that's where during the Second World War there was a squadron of Sunderland float planes used to fly out on anti-submarine warfare, and also is where they used to have seaplanes fly across from America to here. And in this bay you used to have all the big ships as well, all the liners, until that went out of fashion because everybody flies by jets. But Queen Mary, the Queen Elizabeth, they've all been in here back in the day. Anyway, and as you can see, here's the Citadel, and you can see better now. See, it's still got cannon on top, so best not upset them. And apparently out here, in the War of 1812, when the Americans declared war on us, who knows why, there was an American ship that had been coming attacking the English fishing fleet, and it got in a bit too close. Basically the British frigates went out there and sank it out there in the bay. And there's a memorial to that at St Andrew's Church in Plymouth. And also during the American Civil War, the Confederate ships used to come in here. The Alabama, for example, came in here to restock on their supplies and that when they were out attacking American shipping in the Channel, etc. So, being neutral, of course, we didn't sell them arms as such. That's not true, actually we did, but officially we didn't. Anyway, and as you see, there's loads of memorials all over the place around in Plymouth. It's a very historical city. I'll show you some more when there's some of interest, but we're walking down around the citadel towards the entrance to the Barbican. So I'll be back in a minute. Right, here we are again, looking along Plymouth Hoe. As you can see, there's the Art Deco swimming pool. Up there's a museum you can go into. That's looking up towards the Hoe and Smeaton's Tower. And here we have the Citadel, which, as you can see, is pretty big and impressive, especially when you're standing at the bottom of it. Go all the way up there. And you can see pillboxes on the side there. There's a pillbox, oh, you know, slit entrance from a machine gun post. Adaptation for the Second World War. A few spots along there, but there would have been cannon all the way along the top. It's still used by the Royal Marine Commanders, I believe. Certainly was. And then that's towards the Barbican. It's a little fort over there, guarding the entrance to the port. And there's a big fort up there as well. It was built to fight off the Frenchies during the middle of the 19th century. Not that it ever happened, but we were prepared just in case. Plymouth was surrounded by forts. Okay, and we shall carry on again. Right, here we've got a couple of cannon. That one's a 12-pounder. So cool because of the weight of the shot that it used to shoot. 12 pounds is what, 6 kilos. And that's an 18-pounder, so around 9 kilos. And these are from the middle of the 19th century. They reckon they were probably used in the Crimean War when we were fighting against the Russians. I'll just show you those. And then here we are. And as you can see, you still remember that little fort we saw over there. And here is, again, still the entrance into Plymouth Harbour. And now, at the distance, you can see what is Dartmoor. Let's just zoom in a bit. There we go, it's a bit better. Getting technical. And there's a guy there fishing. And I actually went fishing there with my wife, daughter, son. Caught a few things there. Mostly cobs and seaweed. But occasionally you catch the odd fish. Did catch a nice sea bass there once. I did like fishing a lot when I was younger. You see, it's quite a nice little harbour, this. And the sea today is very, very peaceful. It's a little bit different when you look in the distance and you see out past the breakwater. I don't know if you can see it there. But in the distance you can see the water looks a little bit more choppy. Inside it's quite calm. And when you get round into the harbour here, it's very calm. Not always like this, I'll tell you, but it is today. Anyway, and there's a nice little coffee house for all those people that fancy a coffee. Me, I'm being good. I'm trying to diet a bit, so I should save myself and then have something really bad for me later, probably a pasty. Anyway, we shall carry on now and walk in towards the Barbican. Let's try to see if we can walk and talk at the same time. I'm multi-talented. And they do really nice cream teas here, incidentally, for those of you that are so inclined. And we've got some prices coming up as well. There's a little board. So as you can see, let's just stay close there. And then you can see the prices there. So that's a bit standard price these days. So best part of £4 for a nice cream tea. Scones, jam, cream, cup of tea. Look, they do fresh crab sandwiches for £5.95. I should imagine it'll be quite a bit cheaper than that when I get to Thailand. Whoa. And they're booking for the Christmas meals. Dig those prices. Certainly not cheap. Here we are. This is the Barbican. Oh, there's some more people fishing. Oh, quite a few people fishing. We'll go down in a minute, see if they've had any luck. That building you can see in the distance there, that's the Plymouth Aquarium. You can go in, or National Marine Aquarium. little bridge that lifts up and down, lets the fishing boats in and out. Anyway, let's carry on for a sec. There we go. This is the entrance to the Barbican. And I'm just going. Oh, so the bridge just... I think the bridge is just opening. Yeah, see, the bridge swinging around. It's a swing bridge. So the ships in and out of the harbour around there. And just there on the left is actually Mayflower Steps, where the Mayflower sailed from with the Pilgrim Fathers, or Founding Fathers as I believe the Americans call them. Was that 1620 when they sailed from here? Because I remember Mayflower 70, and that was 1970 was the 350th anniversary. Well, it's swung around, as you can see. Not much happening. I assume the ship's coming out, wherever it is. Oh yeah, I see him coming along. And the big building over there, that's the National Marine Aquarium, which apparently is very good. But the Barbican, which we're going to in a minute, is the old part of Plymouth. Way old. So yeah, you used to have pirate ships and everything there. You name a famous British explorer, they'd all come from Plymouth, or been through Plymouth. You got Drake, you got Raleigh. Frobisher and Nelson used to come here, meet Lady Chatterley over in Coulsand, a little village opposite Plymouth. So what his ship was parked, there you go, there's the ship coming out, a little yacht. But, as you can see, and now, there you go, they're shutting it across again, so that people can start crossing the bridge. All very clever. Looks like some little fete or fair or something. I'm going to have a look in a minute. That's because it's Christmas, or coming up to Christmas. I see it swinging around. As you can see, there's a rather larger marina in here. Well, there's marinas all around Plymouth. Just give you a little swing around, show you. A lot of yachts come to Plymouth. And then in the distance there, you can see Dartmoor on the horizon. And then over there, you see the trees. That's Freedom Fields Park, and that's where the Battle of Freedom Fields was during the English Civil War, when the Royalists were besieging Plymouth. They besieged Plymouth for the entire war. Plymouth went across to Parliament, but all the countryside around here was Royalist. So you had Prince Rupert and King Charles came here, besieged Plymouth. That's why they built the citadel after the Civil War, to make sure that Plymouth didn't rebel against the royalty again after the Restoration. Anyway, let's head on down into the Barbican now, shall we? Oh, we'll get it switched on for a bit, just try to walk slowly so it didn't jog around too much. And as you can see, we get a lot of American tourists in Plymouth. As I say, that's the Mayflower Steps just there. You can see there's people standing. But there's loads of memorials and plaques and things you see on the walls. all over the place to various units, British, American, Canadian, Australian, New Zealanders.